Hello there, YouTubers. Today I will review a movie called Chupa. That's a Netflix movie that I saw yesterday, actually, on Saturday, on the Easter. And well, what did I think about it? Well, it was good. Chupa is about chupacabras. This thing with chupacabras started in Puerto Rico and in Mexico around 1995, 1996, somewhere around that time. And it was a kind of creature that resembles a bat, kind of, but also with spines that suck blood on the goats and that kind of stuff. Um, it was heavily inspired by this movie, Species, that came 95 or something around that time. And we clearly see here, if yeah, there's a picture here of this with the spines there. So that came from. And of course, if it's a vampire, it can fly and it have bat wings, kind of. It also can look a little bit like an alien with those big eyes and that kind of stuff. But I have seen some on Wikipedia also resembles it almost like the creature in Species. So that was pretty clear it came from that. Now, this movie on Netflix is a kids movie, and here we have a picture, official picture of the creature we see in there. It's really cuddly and nice. I would guess that many kids, if it was available as a plush toy, I think they would have bought it. Absolutely. I read actually that in real time they had used a dog in those scenes and just replaced it digitally with that creature. That makes sense because the kids bonding with that creature is believable, and it's really cute. It coos and yeah, sounds very cute, and it looks cute as well. We have a better picture showing its face here. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, that's really cute. Cute, yes. So, but how was the movie then? Well, I say that it was like, let's see, there were lots of 80s and 90s references in the movie, but that's of course because the story takes place around 96, so that's not strange. I mean, we see Game Boy, we see Turtles, and a couple of stuff. And it also reminds about those 80s, 90s matinees in a good way, I have to say. And of course, the creature resembles E.T. as well. And there are lots of nods to Steven Spielberg through the movie as well. For example, there's a scene that is not really copied, but resembles a scene from Jurassic Park, not including the dinosaurs, but still. The music also kind of resembles kind of the Jurassic Park E.T. vibe at a few times. What I find interesting as a Swede also is seeing kind of they're showing Latin America's cults and like their what they stand for. I mean, tacos, we eat tacos here in Sweden sometimes, but there are lots of other stuff we see there. That's kind of interesting seeing that culture, I have to say. Um, and it must be funny for the kids as well seeing that, I guess. There's and there's not really political correctness either. It's they don't focus on that. It's about there's a lot about family and what you stand for and that kind of stuff. But it's not like it's like Disney. Some movies hitting you like that. Um, there's a few problems with the pacing in the movie. Sometimes it gets really fast, things happening fast, and then there's some slight boring parts. My grandchildren like it, and even if there were some boring parts. There's also a scene where some kids playing with fireworks and letting them go in this last second. I don't know if that's really good teaching the kids to do that, but otherwise it's really cool. Um, like I said, this juvenile chupacabra is so cute. Uh, we see with the adults they had used a little bit of. I mean, this looked kind of a bat, but it also looks kind of a griffin, I have to say. I mean, with the face, it looks like a bat, but with the wings, more like a griffin. But they don't have these ridges on the back on them, like that. That's missing. They have a tail, but well, never mind. And of course, it's a kids' movie, so they don't want them to be too scary. Mm, the kids thought it was a little scary, but not bad dream scary. It was just a little bit like, oh, that looks a bit scary. Like, let's see, in this scene, nah. But yeah, it's not like, yeah, such a big deal. But they love this the best, of course. And here we clearly understand that, yeah, they use the dog because the cub looks kind of a dog here. I mean, with the tail sticking out like that, and the pose, of course they use the dog there. That's pretty obvious, even if the kids don't maybe think about that. Yeah, about the pics. I found them on the internet, and usually when movies come out, there's people who scream capping them a lot and that. um, on both officially, not on officially page, of course, but you know, there's a site called Movie Screen Caps. It's not there, it's on another page, but yeah, you get the picture. There's also yeah, other stuff as well. Yeah. So in closing, I thought the movie was well worth watching, even if some pacing issues, but very light. And that about the fireworks, maybe not great, but still a good kids movie that focus on the story and not so much on the being political correct, which I think is really refreshing. So I gave this movie out 8 out of 10, I think. The kids would give it 10 of 10, I guess, but well, I gave it 8 instead. It's really great, but not perfect, but good enough for me to watch again, absolutely. So that was the review of Chupa. By the way, I know someone that comes from Philippines and he didn't like the title of it. It means something sexual in Philippines, so maybe not great about that, but otherwise, it's all good, I think. Yeah.